and have a vision that we all are the lawmakers. And as a lawmaker, I have all the laws and methods in my intellect which helps me transform myself into an elevated being. I know my responsibilities of the conference age. I know my responsibility towards myself, towards the world, and towards the time as the iron aged world is getting converted to the golden aged world. I know that I have a crucial role. I have a significant part, and this responsibility is not given to me by any ordinary soul. It is from the World Almighty Authority. Om Shanti. So today we will continue the second part of the Murli, which was titled Responsibilities of Confluence Aged Elevated Soul. So this was dated 24th of December 1972. It was a big Murli, and today we will be continuing with the second part. So as those who have attended the last part, Baba made us realize what are the important characteristics of the elevated souls. He also reminded us about our responsibilities, and further he told that before time making us change, it is better that we change before the time. And also the ones who change themselves prior have more blessings, have more recognition, rather than someone forcing someone to change. So a good amount of explanation or detailing Baba gave us for that. And at the end, we saw that time is the creation and you are the creators. So it should not happen vice versa. So let's continue. Baba says, the creators are not dependent on the creation. The creators make their creation subservient to them. So imbibe the powers of transformation in this way. Today, one little piece of machinery can transform something so much. It makes something that it absolutely useless become useful. It makes an old thing new. So, can the subtle machinery of your most elevated powers not transform your own attitude and vision and the attitude and vision of others? Hmm? So Baba is here giving us example of a machinery, little piece of machinery. Okay. So we see that many times even a small screw or even a small gear of machinery has so much power that it transforms such big things. So likewise, Baba asks us that our elevated powers can't it transform the attitude and vision of others? Then you will never let the words this happened and that happened, etc., emerge from your lips. You will not give any excuses. These are also excuses. There are many different excuses to keep yourself safe. You were told earlier that the game that Brahmins play the most at the Confluence age is this one. Which game Baba is asking, or rather Baba is mentioning, that is of we giving excuses that this happened, that happened. So this is something which Baba doesn't want us to play. You have to transform this. The sanskars of everyone have to be transformed. This aim is the foundation of Brahmin life. It should not be that you transform yourselves only when others transform themselves. But when I change, others will automatically change. You are the ones who will change. You are the world transformers. You are not those who only change yourselves in some aspect, whilst constantly keeping such an aim in your awareness. Make yourself strong. Time is now ringing the bells of closeness. You must also make intense effort to show the practical proof of the introduction of the Father. Show some fruit of the sustenance you yourselves have taken. You received teachings and sustenance from the physical, corporeal form. You have received a lot of sustenance through the teachings of the Vyakt form also. So, what is the time for now? Do you still have to continue to receive sustenance, or do you have to show the fruit of that sustenance? So, at this time, probably it was 1972. So not also 50 years, but now we have like crossed almost 85, 87 years. So Baba is asking us that you have been receiving sustenance since so long. Do you want to just continue to receive sustenance, or do you also want to show the fruit of sustenance? This is now the part that the drama is revealing. In the golden age, the parents give sustenance and give you the right to the fortune of the kingdom. They enable you to sit on the throne of the kingdom and give you the tilak of sovereignty. That is, they give you the tilak of responsibility, and they themselves become detached observers. Even though they are with the children, they remain detached observers. So, when did this begin? Even now, Bap Dada gives you the tilak of responsibility of service, and he himself remains the detached observer. It's interesting comparison Baba made. So, at the Satyug, as we all know that once a kid becomes 25 years, probably the parents will give the throne, give the tilak of responsibility to them, the prince and princess, and they will become detached observers. And once we were just calculating, Baba mentioned in Murli, so like one rules from the age of 25, 30 until the age of 60, and 60, 70, one get kids, and by the time he's 90, 95, the throne is given to the younger one, and still 50 years the person will be live, the parent, that is because the average age is 150 years. It is not that once the throne is giving, still the parents will be ruling. So I think more than 50 years one would be just become a detached observer. So Baba tells us that this thing really came from the Sangam Yuga, when Baba initially gives us the sustenance and eventually he gives the tilak of responsibility to us, and he himself becomes the detached observer. He is the detached observer. He is not. Is he not? Even whilst being with you, he is the detached observer. This year, you now know, you now have to become even more of a detached observer. Till when will you continue to celebrate the Avyakt meeting through the corporeal form? Therefore, in the new year, Bap Dada is teaching you the drill to experience that Avyakt stage and stabilize yourself in that stage so that you become Avyakt and celebrate an Avyakt meeting with the Avyakt Father. No part constantly remains the same. It constantly keeps changing to make you more forward. So now, Bap Dada in the corporeal form is specially giving you the easy blessings of celebrating the Avyakt meeting. According to the plan of the drama, the first month of the new year has a special blessing for any effort making soul who makes the effort to create an Avyakt stage or to have a sweet heart to heart conversation with the Father. Okay, so Baba is, I think, referring to the January month when Brahma Baba becomes Avyakt. So this Murli is of the December. So, I think Avyakt month is approaching. So I think Baba reveals again in this Murli that first month of the year is a special blessings for the effort making soul. And I think after this Murli or even before, since 1969, every January is being observed as a special month to create an Avyakt stage. That is, any soul who develops love for the Father and who wants to attain something from the Father with an honest heart will easily have a unique and alaukic experience of this in the form of a blessings. Therefore, even the Avyakt meetings through the corporeal form will come to an end. So again, a secret Baba reveals here, which we see now in practical. After 2017, the meeting through the corporeal form has also come to an end. So earlier it was just normal meeting through corporeal form, that was till 1969. Then Avyakt meetings through corporeal form, that is from 1969 to I think 2017. And now we are at the third stage. So Baba has revealed long back in this Murli, even the Avyakt meeting through the corporeal form will come to an end. What will you do then? Will you not celebrate any meeting? Instead of celebrating a temporary meeting, you will experience a meeting all for all time. You will experience celebrating a meeting as though you are very close and personally in front of Baba. Do you understand? In this new year, according to the deep love and desire of each one, there can be many alaukic experience. So if you just ponder on this statement, hmm, instead of celebrating temporary meeting, you will experience a meeting for all the time. Okay, so it is not just that Baba, when he comes down on the earth, we are experiencing meeting. He wants us to do that throughout. Therefore, be the destroyers of obstacles and remain absorbed in love. With love, even the obstacles will change their form. Interesting. With love, even the obstacles will change their form. How will this happen? Let's discuss in the churning time. How can love change obstacles, the form of the obstacles? The obstacles will not be experienced as obstacles, but they will be instrumental in making you the embodiment of unique experiences. Even the obstacles will seem like a game. Big things will be experienced as minor things. The word how will be transformed into in this way. The words I don't know will be transformed into I know, I now know everything. So two transformations Baba is telling. Once with love, what happens is obstacles will change their form. It will seem to us like a game. And the word how will be transformed into in this way. And the words I don't know will be transformed into I know everything. That is, you will become knowledgeful. So, celebrate this year as the special year of bringing about a fast speed in your efforts. Transform yourself and celebrate the special task of transforming the world. Acha, to the fast effort makers who know the laws and methods, and the lawmaker, to the strong souls who bring about transformation, love, remembrance, and namaste from Bab Dada. From the children to father, namaste. So let us pause here. I think the Murli ends, and let's reflect for a few moments, and then we'll start churning. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. So now I think we can share our takeaways from today's Murli.
Om Shanti, brother.
Yes, Kriya.
Yesterday he called me lawmaker, But today I liked the title which Baba has given me. Like, we know he is the creator, a par excellence creator, to create such excellent creation. But he is putting that responsibility that I am master creator. So I have to have that thing that I am a creator. I am a world transformer. So if I have that kind of attitude, a thought in me, then I can have a change within me. And that change can be brought out in the whole world. This kind of responsibility, as he said, it's time for you to return the sustenance by turning yourself. Become now parents. Yes, just see your children flying up, be a detached observer. But brother, what touched me most was the second part. 50 years back, Baba is speaking about the drama which we are watching now. I know, not meeting Baba in person since 2017, especially for people who used to visit or see Baba twice. It's a thing, but what kind of souls he's creating now? They are not directly seeing Bapdada. So he has to take care of this third generation of the people who have not seen him. So he is blessing them. He's giving them a blessing. I will give you unique experiences, alokik experience, more than even that Padramani Babdada is making. It's such a nice blessing, especially he's making our work easy. Because for the people whom we see, they say, oh, you have seen Bap Dada, but we have not seen them. We have not experienced them. So if today these people, Bap Dada is blessing, what is that Rikal Darshi 50 years back in this Murli is mentioning, which we are giving? This really touched me because I always used to think, up kya hoga, up kya hoga. I think that part has really given me something to churn about, bringing time to a closeness. Om Shanti.
Yeah, very true. And just to add on the second part, we see so many new children of Baba who have taken birth after 2017 experience Baba in their daily life. They always tell that Baba is waking them up in the morning, Baba is being with them at any situation. And I have listened such experiences from those who have not even visited centers, who are like COVID babies of Baba, when that those who have done the course in the COVID. And there are so many, like we have from Jagdamba Bhavan, we have morning Murli classes on Zoom at 7 and also at evening 5. And I've seen that these, some of them like are joining the Murli classes daily on Zoom since 2020, like when the COVID came till now. It's like almost 3 years plus, and without a single day fail. And sisters, because sisters read Murli and they give me experience that Praful Bhai, the kind of experiences and churning which they come up is so deep that even the students who are visiting centers regularly physically, or the ones who have been into Baba's knowledge since so many years, might not give that depth in experiences which these children are sharing. And all of them have done, like the ones who are sharing, they have done courses in the COVID time, and probably the sisters have not even met them in person. They have also not got a chance to visit the centers locally, maybe because of the distance issue or some other issues. But the kind of bonding which they show with Baba, really, I could just recall those while reading this Murli today, that Baba says that the time is really changed, and it's the meeting which we do with Baba can be really done and experienced at any point of time, rather than waiting for a specific, you know, as you mentioned, Padramani to happen at Madhuban or maybe at Sakar Baba. So yeah, anything else?
Om Shanti. Good morning. Good morning, brother.
Yes.
lovely line that really touched me. This when I change, others will automatically change. So it's a realization that I have to work towards. My transformation, my sanskars, and this would be the only aim. And the interesting thing is, I can do this only at this time. The confluence is the time is given only at this time, and the remaining time is only taking the fruit of it. And Baba has put it as a responsibility now. So we'll have to change it because we are the lawmakers. So, and another thing that Baba highlighted is that it's not just that I change, but also I alone change, but also others also have to change along with me. The transformation should take place in others also. So in a way that I should inspire others to follow me, or leave some trace behind so that others will inspire and follow the same. Because we have the responsibility as a world transformer. So, yeah, so that's the takeaway. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, brother.
Om Shanti, brother.
Yes, sister.
I really like that line which you also mentioned that we should use in churning, which is that you can change your obstacles with love and you have a different experience when you see those experiences through the eyes of Baba, which is your own eyes, when you actually surrender to Baba. And actually, every obstacle seems like such a beautiful gift that awakens your soul, that awakens your learning, that helps you speeden up your divine connection. And when I reflect on my own journey, I've seen every obstacle as a major blessing. Om Shanti.
Shanti. Yeah, I would just like to add one experience here. Like even in my corporate dealings with some of my colleagues or clients, I've seen that suppose if someone does not respond to my emails, or if I've given a task to some different department, they are not able to revert me. So when I just send them reminder emails like, this has not been done, can you please do it ASAP, or try to escalate the issue, I generally see that there is not the response rate. Sometimes it's good, but then people really don't are not very keen in responding to me very fast. But when I use the element of love, the obstacles of they not responding me really changes. So like for example, if I just tell them that I understand that you are busy, you must be having so and so thing, and this is not in just writing in emails, but even feeling that probably that soul would have some issues or have some other priorities. And with that feeling, if I when I approach that person that, hey, this work I'm really wanting to deliver, so can you please find some time to do this, and I generally see that immediately they respond to me, or they prioritize the tasks which has been given by me. So even in office this really works when we have this love of element, not only in our email writings but also from internally. I've seen that the response of the other person is much faster than otherwise it would be, as we do normal escalations, or we report into their managers that this task is not being done. So yeah, I find this working even in my corporate life. Om Shanti.
I agree to what you say, Praful, because I got similar experiences, not with clients, but with also existing team. If a mistake is done by the team, and if we handle it with love and compassion, there is a lot of acceptance energy in that particular space, and people actually support you more than they'd ever supported before, because they know that there is somebody there is some energy that is bringing us together. So I had one of such experiences where there was a lot of to and fro from the client, and there was a mistake from the team. There was a mistake from our side. And what at that moment came to me was to accept that mistake with grace in front of client. And I took the responsibility that, yes, this is a mistake happened from us. We take complete responsibility of that. Let us know what's next to be done. And immediately after 5 minutes, we got the next step from the client, the same point of time, because there was no blame game which was there on the team. I told them, let's now look at they were apologizing. They were feeling sorry about it. And I said, it had happened now. We cannot undo it. So now let's look at what's next. And that whole atmosphere, which otherwise would have been carrying a lot of weight of a negative energy, actually transformed into a complete acceptance and a positive energy. And that was possible only through love and compassion in the whole space. Om Shanti.
Wonderful.
Om Shanti, brother. But you were asking about how can that obstacle or be removed by love, because that's what Baba has given us over here. Two things over here in the last paragraph. One is he says, be destroyers of obstacles. Then he says, get absorbed in love. When he said the destroyer of obstacle, I just remember once Dadi Janki had said, he said there are three types. Some people create obstacles, some people remember obstacles, some people remove obstacles. You be a Vigna Vinashak and you remove obstacles. And then the knowledge has given us so much about how to face obstacles, how to take a high jump, how like you sit on the problem. We have got enough knowledge, but knowledge alone is not enough. Knowledge only gives me the fuel, but it is love which uplifts me. It is love which tells me how to really accept people, cooperate with people. And for this, I need God's pure love. It is God's pure love which teaches us to give, to share, to cooperate and all. Not that I don't control anyone. I don't, and everyone, like, don't look at people or situation as obstacles, but they are actually like your cooperators. As I said, your enemies are the best person to tell you more than your friends. So this kind of love, if I have within myself for the world, and if I daily absorb the love of God, I think love can change obstacles and give me unique experiences. It's a process. Some of us, of course, like you shared a situation we have, but it's such a big ocean and obstacles are so much. Some are such incognito obstacles we didn't even know. So I think the 2 points, destroyers of obstacles and absorption of God's pure love, love for the world and love for each soul, will really uplift me from obstacles. It will be a big hurdle jump.
Om Shanti. Another reflection of today's Murli is which I want to share is that loving as well as detached observer. Because loving means that's a pure love from God, but that will also happen. God is loving everyone alike, but the deep love and the desire for the God is what is the basis for realizing that love, experiencing that love every moment. And second is being detached observer like God, like no expectation from anyone, pure feelings if we give to everyone, then automatically the other soul's cooperation is received. So there the detached observer is a very elevated stage which makes me independent, which makes the soul not dependent on anyone except God. So that is a very unique stage, detached observer, like a lotus. So everyone automatically gives the cooperation. Only problem happens when we unknowingly expect the other person will do this, then I'm happy or something. No, that's actually there we need to check. Om Shanti.
Yes.
Just wanted to share this important word of detached observer. Sometimes some people think detached observer means that you just watch from the outside, but you don't do anything. You just observe. But there's another thought. You can watch from the outside your own self, your own relationships, your own environment. You're fully involved. You're fully doing your task like a karma yogi. You're not detached from the involvement, but you're detached from the outcome. And actually, that is the challenging part, to remain a detached observer, but to do your bit, to continue in this beautiful journey on the earth. Because even the fact that you're living on this earth is a gift of the Almighty. It was your opportunity to grow and learn. So there's just another facet of that detached observer. Om Shanti.
Yeah,
But
wonderful. Yes, Gijavan, go ahead.
Sister, you just said one thing which I was trying to churn. A detached observer is not looking at the outcome or result. Like what for me is a detached observer is two important qualities: acceptance and belief. See, when Baba now is a detached observer sitting in Paramdham, not coming down and all over here, the question of acceptance is there. This is the drama part. My child, I can do nothing. I'm bound by the drama. Secondly, he also has a belief that there will be a change, and this is what has happened so many years back. It will happen. So he has such of that belief. So now he is a detached observer. So like a parent, when I'm a detached observer, I know there will be the result because it all depended on the sustenance which was given and sustenance which was taken. Yes, I agree. Don't look for the fruit. It will come jaisa hoga. But I think two qualities which we have: acceptance, nothing new, hoga hi, hona hi. It has to happen. No more kaisa paisa and all, but aisa. I think that kind of a grounded belief also will make me a strong sakshi. It's just that I was just trying to churn when you spoke of result.
Om Shanti, just adding a reflection that detached plus observer. Here, the soul is a karma yogi, actually doing the karma. Because without karma, no soul will be there in the corporeal world. But while doing the karma, the soul is detached from the effect of karma and the fruit of the karma. So there, they're detached from these two aspects. And the soul will be stable. And this stage is a very powerful stage. And this will be created through love, pure love, deep and desire, deep love and desire. Om Shanti.
Yeah, and agreeing with what both of you just said, and Praful Bhai is saying initially that this is a nice subject for churning. This is actually linked to the same point of using love to transform the obstacles, to transform not only yourself, but to transform with your own powerful vibration, the situation around you, the people around you, elevate yourself and elevate others along. And I think all this is a great combination when we use remembrance and love to just experience that joy and that vibration that spreads around the whole situation, which you thought was not such a great experience, actually becomes a great experience. And There would be some situations in life which seem challenging. And then when you use this power of Baba and you use this power of love and you transform this, again, staying involved but detached from the outcome, surrendering to the Almighty, the outcome is that state of total ecstasy and bliss. Om Shanti.
Let's have those who have not yet got a chance. So anyone who has not yet spoken, Deepika Ben, Anita Ben, Sheila Ben.
Om Shanti, brother.
Yes, Vidyut, yeah.
Brother, actually, Baba is telling how long you need to take a sustenance. You have to reveal the sustenance, what you have taken from me. So I think the basic for this is I have to intense my transformation power. So how can I make it so good, brother?
Yeah, so is this a question to me or is it a question to yourself?
Question to you only, brother. How
So
can
that's
we
what.
make? So even I know all the streamer, but keeping chart and all I'm not doing. So doing for a while, and after that I'm being careless with that. So knowing everything but not doing. So even one streamer will help us to make a good transformation. But still I am careless in that. So I think I am not make others to transform soon. So only my transformation, if it is good, then only I can take along with me also. So, so how can I keep more focused on me?
Yeah. Anybody would like to take that? I mean, would anybody like to respond to brother's query? Because that is a very practical query which most of us might have faced, that we know everything, but when it comes to transformation, we really find it challenging. So how to go about?
Om Shanti. Again, Bhaiji, the love is the key. The more we have love for the God and for own self, because love transforms. Love does not see any limitation. Love is not having any boundary. It is unlimited power. And this power of love can transform own sanskars also. So I think that is the key. Om Shanti.
I'll just try, brother. I don't know whether
Go
I
ahead.
will be able to perfectly do it. Now, the difficulty is in transforming. I have the power of transformation. I have love with me. I have every instrument with me. But do I want to change? What will I get? So look on the other side. If I change, what will I get over there? If I'm able to be a Trikaldarshi and see what is the picture which I get if I change, then maybe I may move one step at a time. So for that, first, do I need to change? What will I get by change? Well, will I become strong or will I become weak? Why should I change? Let that person change. I'm not the only one person. I'm a world transformer, but I cannot go and plug everyone switch to their thing. Let them do it. It's suppose that, so that is bereft of love. That is bereft of care. So first of all, you don't want to change. You have that kind of adamancy or something in you. You're not looking at the bright side of the picture. So this is, are you looking through the keyhole and seeing a small part of the sky, or do you want to throw the doors open and see the open sky? So my vision has to change. When my vision changes, oh, I have to transform, may come. I think, I don't know how far this must, maybe this could, my vision, changing my vision would really make me start the process of transformation is not completed. Om Shanti.
Just adding on to what Om Bhai said and Girijaman said, yeah, love combined with where I'm heading on. I'm aware of where I'm heading on, but the challenge is the effort that I have to make. While I was reflecting on the churning that we're coming on, what I think is the only way is keep practicing all that will allow me to transform, that will give me an access to transform. I may fall maybe 9 out of 10 times or 10 out of 10 times initially, but not to give up and keep practicing. I think that's the way that had worked for me. Others can churn on this.
Yeah. So thanks
Om
everyone. I
Shanti.
think we are short on time. Yeah, Sonia, you can share the last
Yeah,
point.
Om Shanti. Yeah, Om Shanti. Actually, Baba keeps asking questions in the Murli, which is the really, taking points for me. Baba keeps asking what is to be done, why is to be done, and how it is to be done. And he keeps us giving us the methods. So if I really come to know about my why, that is the question. That question really hits me, and why it is to be changed. That's the really point of transformation which I have observed in my life. So if I come to know about my why, Baba is giving all the methods how it is to be done, then it is very, very easy to bring transformation in one's life. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Sonia.
I'll add one reflection.
So
Don't
I think,
focus on your I cannot do this
yeah,
or I am adamant. Don't focus on these. Focus on what virtues you have right now. What are the good qualities in you? You have recognized Baba. That's the biggest virtue. So hold the hand of Baba and be in his company. Automatically you get colored. The colors of Baba automatically will reflect on your mind, intellect, and sanskar. Focus on positive. Right now, what you are doing itself is a
Mumbai, that's
like
fine. Thanks. I think we are short
करोड़ों में
on
कुछ.
time.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've just wanted to say कि focus on positives. Then automatically other positive will also be attracted. Om Shanti.
So let us reflect.
Thanks, all of you.
Yeah. So thanks, Vidbha, for asking this question. I think it's good that we got a chance to churn because of your question. Just before we move on to the meditation, one last tip which I could just share with you is, when it comes to transform, just start with small steps. If we sometimes take too many steps or think of a big chart, it will be very difficult. So maybe you can just have a chart of one or two things, one or two tasks, which Baba sometimes called as a drill, or sometimes just reading Murli or writing something. And gradually that will boost up your confidence. And as it gets boosted up, you can add more things to your to-dos. And, eventually that will help you in transformation. But yeah, if we take too many things onto our chart, it becomes challenging. We might just not do anything. Okay, so let's sit in silence for a minute. Go to the Paramdham and experience love from Bap Dada. Baba, ocean of love, is filling me entirely with his deep love. And this is not just love as a virtue, but it is also love as a power, which will help me transform any obstacle into an opportunity, which will help me transform any excuses which I give to I can do it without any reason, without any blame. This power of love I'll carry with me throughout the day. And I'll remind myself of this Murli, of this experience, of this time with Baba, whenever any obstacle comes to me. And I'm sure that the love which Baba filled me will help me cross the obstacle just in a blink of eye. And I know that I am always a victorious soul. Not only this kalp, not only for today, but every kalp, I was a victorious soul. I am a victorious soul, and I will be a victorious soul. Om Shanti. Thank you everyone for joining. Have a great day ahead.